Hello, world of YouTube. Welcome back. I'm gonna be doing a reaction today to the new Dolla song "Ego Death," which has Kanye West on it. So we've got a Kanye West feature here, FKA Twigs, FKA Twigs feature, and then fucking Skrillex. I mean, this is a wild combination of people. I'm kind of just obviously more intrigued to listen to this based on Kanye West being on it. I mean, when's the last time Kanye West has jumped on a feature? I don't think he's been on a feature since or after Jesus is King was released, so it's definitely been a while. I'm trying to think. I think the last time I fully remember seeing him on a feature was that Travis Scott song, Watch, which was... that was a long fucking time ago. But regardless, I'm excited to listen to this. I haven't really listened to any of Ty Dolla $ign's projects before. I think I've listened to a few songs for him, but never any projects. So I don't really know how I feel about him, although I've heard him on features, obviously, and he's definitely been great. FKA Twigs, I don't even talk about her, she's a legend. And Skrillex, I don't really know how I feel about Skrillex. I like those big songs when I was like 11, 12 years old. He was like a really huge like part of the culture like 10 years ago, but now he doesn't really do shit. No one really gives a fuck about him. So I wonder what he adds to this. I'm assuming he's just doing like the musical backing, but whatever, let's get into this shit. Okay. I would hate to see you cry. Okay. Ego death is where you find happiness. Ego death, like when you take acid? Okay. It hurt my ego when you walked away. Gave you my face. So much animosity. Murder my ego when you walked away. Okay. If this is Skrillex making this beat, it's not what I was expecting. It sounds great. Be thinking, but I'm just a sayer. Okay. All this king performance, all that talk won't work. All that talk don't work. And who you think he talking to? Nerd. Way to get worse. Way to get better. So the nigga, 1 and 4 get locked up. Your girlfriend get knocked up. Plan B was they plan A. To lower the count of our families. To lower the count on our damn votes. Interesting. Ooh. Wow, FKA sounds great on this. She should make more songs like this. Holy shit. Alright, so Ego Death. We got Kanye West on here, we got FKA, and we had Skrillex making the beat. Now, I guess it's pretty naive of me to think, oh, if Skrillex is making something, it's gonna be a little bit more electronic. I mean, this was a huge synth-based beat here, and it sounds pretty great. It sounds pretty great. It doesn't change up too much. Maybe there's a little bit of a climactic point when FKA comes in at the end, but for the most of it, I just was fucking vibing with it. I was just vibing with it. Ty Dolla $ign, he's just adding the same type of verse for a little bit, maybe for the first minute and a half, sort of just talking about ego death, if anything. Ego death being something that happens when you go on psychedelic drugs and you kind of forget your own existence and you're like one with everything. So I don't know, I kind of fuck with that. And then you have Kanye spilling some fucking tea. I wasn't entirely sure what he was talking about, but there was something that really stuck out to me was his like plan B was their plan A, and like getting rid of the numbers, like the voting numbers or something like that. You know what, I'm just gonna search this up. Okay, so this is what I was like intrigued by was so first up, before he gets to the plan B part, he goes 1 in 4 get locked up, your girlfriend get knocked up. So that's just like a statistic right there about like 1 in 4 black men in some point in their life getting locked up, which again, that is a disproportionate number. There's obviously a problem if that many people are getting locked up within the system, right? And then he says plan B was their plan A to lower the count of our families, to lower the count on our damn votes. So I'm just gonna read this little thing here. So plan B is a contraceptive pill available commercially, but it suggests that the American government was using this pill to control the population of African Americans. Okay, and then this idea is supported by the fact of forced sterilizations of black women was legal in 32 states well into the 70s. I didn't know that, and that's fucking crazy. Now consider this though too, the 70s. That's, what, almost 50 years from now? Or it's 50 years in 2020, the start of the 70s, but I'm assuming this goes further into the 70s as well. The fact that there was like racism that fucking deep, where if you were a black woman, they would go out of their way to make sure you couldn't have children. That's fucking crazy. But I'm so glad that Kanye would like talk about something like that. Something that's so like, you know what I mean? When people talk about racism, sometimes maybe they wouldn't talk about something so deeply specific. Like, here's the proof in the pudding right here that you probably, lots of people didn't know. I mean, I didn't know this. This makes sense too. So about the voting thing, I mean, yeah, we've been well aware. People have talked all the time that the government doesn't count all these votes and that there's voter suppression. I mean, that's why they're always saying, like, go out and vote, go out and vote. And it's almost like they fuck with these people to make sure that they aren't able to have their vote count. And it says here, it's like, okay, this song is released during the time that polling stations in the U.S. face massive queues with commentators quick to highlight that these practices often tend to suppress black voters. I mean, this is based specifically just on the specific areas with the more black community, and that their voting stations, people are being like, we're waiting in line for fucking ever. But then you have all these other areas where the shit isn't happening. It's thank you, Kanye. I mean, thank you for speaking out on this shit. That's great. Before I end this too, I also want to add, on the bridge, I guess Certain with Feet was the person before FKA Twigs came on. And that's cool that they got someone like Certain with Feet, because he's not really a well-known name. I think he's only released his debut album at this point, which I still have yet to listen to. But yeah, overall, I fuck with the song. I think it's cool. And Kanye, he spits quite an insightful verse. So all hats off to him. Anyways, if you guys want to see me react to anything else, please just write a comment down below. And thank you for watching. Peace.